Talk about the guilt and the shame we feel.
But we are back.
We're so back. We're so back.
We're back, baby.
Breaking news: scandal erupts. Dads who swing. Turns out they are not swinging.
I haven't swung in like a week and a half.
What's going on? People want to know.
I don't know. I do know. I do know 100%. I've just been running. So
You're
that's
you're
I'm
running from your commitments.
well, yeah, that's right. Maybe this is actually like a physical metaphor to where I'm at in life right now. Is that what I'm doing?
No, I
But
mean it's similar. Like when I was kind of more focusing on assault bike stuff. I
yeah.
guess.
Well, and I don't know if you or if you know our millions of listeners and subscribers out there have this, right? But I tend to have different style workouts for different almost different seasons, right? Like up here we have our 4 seasons, and usually in the wintertime I'm going to be doing things more in the gym, like swinging kettlebells. I'll still go out for runs, right? Because I have to let Mother Nature know and assert dominance in the neighborhood too. But I do find like the second it gets close to like mid-April, May for sure, all the way through to like October, I'm running probably four out of my workouts throughout the week, right?
I don't think anyone can blame you for that, Josh. Winters up here are brutal. Like
Oh, thank you.
we don't have access to outside all that often throughout the year. And working out outside is a lot of fun.
That's awesome.
Now bringing a kettlebell into the driveway or the backyard, very much doable and also fun, but I think they understand.
The
They
people understand.
they know who you come to when it's cuffing season.
They know this. I'm about that bell swinging lifestyle. I have to say it that way because you got to be careful of what a clip can be used for, right? If we're out here being like, "My name's Andrew and I'm about that swinging lifestyle,"
Hey,
so I
only
used
in
your
fun.
name.
No, I'm the same way. I think it's finally up here. It's finally garage swing. It's finally garage swinging. It's finally garage gym season.
Yeah.
So
Oh, totally.
now it's like okay, and I mean there the caveat is the work time of workout time of day. The workouts change too because I like to play music and they don't hear me in the basement, but it's right under my kid's room, so I can't be in there 6 a.m. blasting music anymore. But that's fine. That's the whole point. It's like all right, get out there, enjoy the sun.
See, that's the biggest benefit there. It's like you have a double-edged sword, but like in a positive way, because obviously you're working outside with a shirt off. Because why would you put a shirt on if you're working outside in the sun? So you're getting your swing in, and you're getting tanned at the same time.
If you can't tone it, tan it.
I like that. Write that down. That's going on a
Try to
T-shirt.
tan it, and you're toning it. Watch out.
Dad suit cliche right there, baby.
Watch out. You are gonna be a man. You're a man on a mission. How
But yeah,
how
no, I'm a weird transition week here. I went for a longer run last week, and I went over on my ankle pretty good.
hmm,
To the point that like I was running with a group of people on this one, and the guy behind me is like, "Oh fuck, are you okay, man?" Right, like an older guy, and he's like, "Man, I don't know if I'd be walking if I did that." So obviously it looked way worse, but and I finished. We had like 8 more K to go after that, and then I didn't think much of it. Like it hurt a lot, but then I actually looked at my foot like 2 days later, and it was just purple up the side. Like this is a good sign. This is great.
ooh, that's a not fun color.
No, so I just kind of been riding the indoor, like put my road bike on an indoor trainer and then hit the elliptical and stuff, right, to try and still keep moving, but it's not the same.
No. What
No.
with a focus? I mean, obviously on running, but now somewhat of a you're not on the DL, but you're kind of shelved up a little bit mobility.
Yeah, bit of a shelved weapon.
I mean, we were
That's what
talking
you're getting at.
if we're talking about betraying our kettlebell.
They're right over there. Don't say it so loudly.
Well, how are you gonna make it up to them, man? What can you commit to doing with
Well, the
so
sun's the
often?
sun's the sun's coming out. Like it was May long weekend, which anyone in Canada knows it's just going to be atrocious weather. So now that Now that it's warm, I think I should look over there and make that commitment to them. I'm going to get them outside at least twice a week.
That's nice.
Right. Yeah.
I think they like that.
Yeah. Right. Do a nice little deck workout. Remember, you and I did that. Was that 2 years ago now, or is that last year at this?
Gonna ask. I was gonna say, is that the plan? The deck workout. So,
Oh yeah. Or do a lawn workout, and I could just huck the bell after the last set. I've always wanted to do that.
mm, it's gonna dent your lawn.
Yeah, it's true. Maybe I'll do it across. I'll see if I can throw it across the road onto the park.
I mean, like, dude, a kettlebell toss is pretty badass.
Ever growing up, did you ever watch like the Highland games
I was gonna say, I think in some budget instances they use a kettlebell.
for the hammer toss? Right, these guys are just hucking this thing like 40 feet in the air.
That's the one where they're trying to like it's almost like high jump, but instead of jumping,
Yeah,
throwing it.
but you're throwing a hammer across
It's just like big man. They're like, look, we can't jump that high, but and I'm not doing the pole vaulting.
it.
But what if we have the hammer up there?
But they also have like the hydro pole toss where they they grab the pole and they just run a little bit with it, and then they two hand like just throw it up, and it's like a full on telephone pole.
Yeah. What's that one? They're going for length there.
I think so. Yeah, like they're not like doing like who can do the most rotations, but it's like how far can it go?
Mm.
Man, I used to spend like if I was like just like back again like early 2000s, late 90s, cruising on like a Saturday afternoon, and that comes across on TV. Day's done. Calling dad in. We're sitting on the couch and watching the rest of that.
I wonder. I've never seen them live. I think that'd be interesting live. And then also given like the pros versus Joes, like
Just having there's Andrew right beside them.
yeah,
Could
I
you imagine the atmosphere though?
the very serious ones, it'd be probably super serious.
I don't know. I think there's still a culture built around that, man. The big darts. You ever watch darts?
No,
Dude, it's not as boring as you're saying. Is I can tell your face right now. If you YouTube like just like professional darts clips, they're in these massive halls, right? And it's just lined with picnic tables and people just crushing beers. And then the music plays, and in comes these two dudes at like peak male physical fitness, right? They got their bellies are their the shirts tucked in, so everything's there. But they got these nice athletic bellies going for them, and they go up there and just crank these like triple 20s. It's just a race to the finish line with these guys as they're crushing beers too. But they're like absolute rock stars.
well, I bet.
Yeah.
No, I bet the people love it. And yeah, if you're a big name on the circuit, you're gonna attract a crowd for sure.
Yeah. It's just do you remember Kingpin from back in the day? The bowling movie?
No,
Oh,
no,
buddy. It's just kind of like that where it's like the obscure not I don't want to upset our bowling fans, but it's like the obscure fan base from the obscure like ESPN Ocho, right?
yep. And they just know everything about Tim Donahue.
I'd love I'd love to go just for the pure the atmosphere, man. Just to experience that would be crazy. And I don't even drink.
Yeah, I think seeing anything top flight, no matter what it is interesting because, like you said, there's going to be the people there that's their thing, that they look up to this person, this athlete, and the athlete on the internet is best in class. And I've always liked seeing that stuff.
Well, yeah, no matter what the craft is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I could watch basket weaving as long as you're a pro at it and you're loving it. Let's see it. Let's see what you can weave. Show me some herringbow design. I don't know. Let's go
Let's
crazy.
let's weave it up. Let's weave.
Let's weave it up.
What did we have? What did we have on that docket today, Josh? We just wanted to talk about seasonal workouts, which we did.
Yeah. And
On
an important one about seasonal workouts. Let's toss a PSA out here because I know you had this down there. Sunscreen.
playing the long game.
Watch. Nope, there's no watching. Let's go back to sunscreen though, because I had a PSA for that one.
Okay, go for it.
If you're working out outside and you're doing sunscreen, be careful about the amount that you put on your forehead, because when you start sweating, sunscreen in the eyes is like the absolute worst thing you'll ever go through.
It's only gonna melt down.
I don't know if any other dad in the room here has experienced this, But when we were on a cruise with our daughter, she was one, just turned one, freshly one, and we had sunscreen on her as we were heading out for like an excursion, and it got in her eye. And it was like the worst thing I've had to live through at that point. And I feel like we probably dampered the majority of the people on the on the bus ride to the excursions day with the amount that our daughter was crying. And you can't do anything, right? They're trying to put like saline in there to get it out, but like it hurts so much as an adult. I couldn't imagine as this small baby that really can't like move or do anything to stop it.
I can't remember getting sunscreen in my eye, so I have nothing to reference this to. But
Try it today. See what you think.
my maybe this is why, but my wife got these like cool sticks.
Mm-hmm.
They're not like the lotion creams that we'll use. It's for the face, and that seems to stick on a little bit better for them. But yeah, you put sunscreen on?
You know what? I was never a sunscreen guy for the
Okay.
longest time, right? I was like, who's the sun to tell me what to do with my own skin, right? But then recently, within the last few years, I've transitioned. In this last Arizona trip, where it was like plus 35 the entire time,
I guess
we
sorry,
would
sorry. I guess my point was you put sunscreen on in Canada.
now I do. That's the thing. I do it now,
Yeah, in
even like
Canada.
yeah, because I find I actually tan better now with it, and I don't know why. I don't know if the science know if people know this, right, about the science of sunscreen, but it does help you tan. You don't just put it on and stay the same color.
What I mean, this is you guys go on the boat, so I mean, on the water is a little different. But even if you're just huck around in the backyard, tarps
No,
off.
never.
No, okay.
There's got to be an event surrounding it. Is it a boat day? What do we do? Are we a beach day?
Yeah, so anything on the water, I would say, hey, definitely, I will put it on. But no, otherwise, it's just like it's not strong
Well,
enough up here. I don't think to really do to
and
get me
there's
bad, like unless I'm out there for hours. But it's usually just maybe an hour at a time.
and there's some moisturizers out there. Don't make fun of me, guys, listening here, but there's some face moisturizers. Like Jack Black's got one where it's like 20 SPF, right? So you just give
Jack,
yourself.
the,
Yeah, I know. Seriously, look it up.
the darts champion.
He looks like he could be a darts champion for sure. Uh, and yeah, give yourself a couple pumps of that, throw it on your face. You're good to go. You're moisturized and you're now protected from the sun.
You're not putting on tanning oil, right? You're putting on sunscreen.
Just up there, Coco Cabana, just browning tanning oil on me. Yes, Andrew, that's what I'm doing. You okay? You know what? I guess if I'm not being honest, I'm not truly living. Yes, I do tanning oil.
Yeah, I mean, I think the sun, depending on where you are, is definitely stronger in certain areas.
Yeah,
I remember we did a guys trip to Florida. We put sunscreen on when we were on the boat, and we still got roasted.
yeah.
Strong.
Well, and that's what I always like. My daughter goes on this the if we're watching like YouTube, if we're on like at the airport or whatever, right? She's like the raw fam fishing, and they're down in South Florida, and that's why I always said to them like they're always wearing long sleeve shirts when they're out fishing. Like I would just be like you said, tarps off, the sun's out, but that's probably why, right? They just know they're gonna get absolutely toasted down there.
Oh yeah, I mean you can see their skin. It's leathery. Like they are tanned as they need to be, but they're long sleeves. They have those big draped bucket
Yeah,
hats, mesh covering everything, and yeah, the water, the sun just magnifies. So it's tough. Okay, so don't put sunscreen on your forehead.
I would, and if you do, I make sure it's real dry, or like you just did the stick stuff. We used a stick. One of our friends that was with us down in Arizona had the stick, the little glue stick there,
Yeah, yeah.
and I thought that worked real good.
Where do you cheat? Where do you not put sunscreen on?
Legs, 100. I don't think I've ever put sunscreen on my legs ever.
No, nothing.
No,
No.
no. Like, why would I do that?
Where do you where do you not put enough sunscreen on? Like
Oh,
you do, and
all,
then you get burned.
always back of the shoulders.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the time, back of the shoulders. Or actually, no, I'll say this one: lower belly.
Okay.
Yeah, and when you're out there in your short shorts, swimming, swim shorts, you forget about that, and then next thing you know, you're like, "Ooh, this feels weird." As I'm sitting down in the car on the way home.
A lower belly sunburn.
Yeah, it's uncomfortable. to say the least.
An interesting area to get a sunburn. I'm usually, not usually, but most recently it was my lower back. I asked my wife to do my back, and she didn't touch my lower back, so I had a nice.
Nice little tramp stamp, little solid colored tramp stamp across the back, eh?
Yeah, it was a red. Instead of red belly, it was red back.
Oh, that's so cute.
You didn't do my back. She's like, well, it's like, she's like, I did. I'm like, no, you did. The rest of my back is fine. This part is not.
So, are you gonna bank this and try and get revenge one day?
No, I don't mess around when it comes to sunburns.
I was gonna say, I suggest you don't. That's
Yeah,
not you guys out there. If you think you're gonna win that one, you're not. Don't do it. Just
no,
know it was an
got
accident.
her. She got herself. She went out one day by herself and didn't have any sunscreen on, and she came back. She was red, and it was like, whoa.
Here's one for you. So, is it weird if you put sunscreen on for your buddy on his back?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so? You're not gonna risk just the sunburn instead of asking your buddy to put it on you? And I'm not saying it because
No,
it's a
that's
weird
that's
sexual thing. I just
yeah.
mean, what are they gonna do to you?
No, that's dumb. I mean, I'll always trust positive intention. Plus, you can feel it. It's not like you don't know.
It's just writing a name on your back. Yeah, you're good to go. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, like no, you'd be able to feel like, hey, you're not really lathering this in. What are you drawing? And then just ask someone else to do it. But no, I'm not asking because that'd be so. I mean, getting sunburn. That's the alternative. Like that's silly.
And then you also like if you're the buddy doing it, like say you're away, like you got an Airbnb down in Florida, you're gonna have to spend time in the house with you that night after you're all crisped up.
Yeah, you're gonna just be known forever as the guy who didn't do it. Now, sunscreen and kettlebells probably don't mix very well.
Oh my god, the sunscreen's gonna be gone instantly, and you're gonna be slipping.
That's what I mean. The slippery slope there.
That's gonna be a tough one. You're gonna have to make sure that you put the sunscreen on like at least 15 minutes before, so that it's really set.
What if you get invited out to go do a yacht day, and you get on the yacht, and they just have the best kettlebell gym you've ever seen, but it's on the third deck,
Ooh,
sun exposure, and the workout is going to be outside, and there's a thing of sunscreen, not glue stick
just
sunscreen.
just like a wine cooling bowl full of sunscreen.
Everyone else is putting it on. Are you putting it on before the workout?
No, I'm gonna put it on after, man. I'm gonna work out, get nice and sweaty, and have that sweat really amplify the effects of the sun. Jump in the water, cool off, come out, and then put it on in
That's
that
a
order.
good idea.
Yeah, in that order. Because you gotta get the effects, right? Because you gotta think, like you said it yourself, you already have the effects of the water bouncing the rays up at you, and then now you're gonna have that nice sheen on your skin from your sweat glistening.
Mm.
But you're gonna come out looking completely different.
Yeah, you're going to be a Greek god.
Yo, buddy, and then you throw on a nice little white button down after.
That's how they used to do it.
That's how you do it right there, buddy.
That's good in
I'm
nation.
pretty sure in the gladiator times that's what they did.
Yeah, they're like, all right, let's go out on the yachts. Let's get her going. Man, we saw some crazy yachts
Tell me about it.
where we were, and my favorite part was there was one of the yachts. It was called Top Dog,
That's cool.
but then right beside it there was a yacht that was way bigger and better.
So, do you ever look at these yachts and be like, I wonder what those people do for a living?
We looked it up.
Even better. What do you got? Please tell me Top Dog was in the hot dog industry.
Actually, no, we didn't look up Yacht Dog or Top Dog. There was another one called Dirt Poor, which was really nice, and then the other one was the one we looked up was a Top Gun themed.
I like it.
It was called Maverick.
Naturally, I could have guessed the name.
Yeah, and that guy was like some German billionaire, but it was kind of fun to be within the same vicinity of these people
Yeah.
because you're like, hey, I flew here on Air Canada. You guys, you guys took your $20 million boat.
That's awesome. I love it. I also love that Top Dog, also Yacht Dog, great name.
Ooh, I would have been on
You,
that pivot.
yeah, I know you slipped up on that one, but that was good. Yacht Dog, that was nice. I'm stuck on that one, so describe that one to me.
Oh, it was big. It was nice, big. It was huge and like a nice big white one. It had a couple layers to it. Um, all the cozy comforts and amenities you'd expect on anything on something featured on below deck. The staff was like friendly and out there shining and going after it. It looked like it had a cool part that would swing out and you can drop down in the water like all the water toys.
Nice.
Um, and by itself, if that was the one in the marina, Top Dog checks out. But Maverick just pulled up right beside him.
Do you think he big dogged him on purpose because he saw the name?
I'm wondering how they get assigned their boat slips. I mean, I'm sure it comes down to money. Like there's certain parking spaces that cost more than others in a marina,
Mm-hmm.
especially where they were too. It was like right on the promenade, like right in front of
Boy, you
everybody.
gotta show it off.
Yeah, so of course. Um, but maybe to your point, he just follows him around and ribs him every time they get into
Every time he's like, "Oh, there's Rolf. I gotta go over there and just really grind his gears and park beside him.
park beside him. Just be the top dog here.
I'm gonna park my skyscraper there." Could you imagine though? Like, think when you see them, right? And like you hit the nail on your head. And I remember when we were in Kingston once, and their super yachts had came in, and the side opens and a boat comes out of the super yacht, like a speedboat drops down, right? Which is crazy, like a boat within a boat. But I just think of the sheer amount of money you need to have because this is a luxury. This isn't their main house either, right? But just the money they have to buy, build, design these things. But then there's a full crew on there that make their living off of like working on your boat and boats like yours, like that. Just the day to day operations to keep that boat afloat.
I'm thinking. I mean, the captain is expensive as hell. To charter a captain.
Mm-hmm.
I think we talked about this earlier, didn't we? Where it's like, would you charter your own? You'd have to learn how to do it.
Oh, there's no way I would trust myself with that.
Yeah, so you got to pay somebody. I mean, those guys making a couple $100,000 a year, but how many days of the year are you making them work? So you got to pay them a retainer, basically. This
Hmm.
essentially they're making like $25,000 a day.
But also on the flip side, you bump anything in that boat, you're done. Good luck getting another super yacht job. You end up like Bad Santa.
Uh,
You think the cargo ship captain that put that boat sideways in that canal? Do you think that they're gonna easily have another job? They'll put that in billionaire super yacht, man. You start smashing into boats in the marina.
no, no. I mean, there's probably contacts, and I think they're probably sturdy. But yeah, no, if you ding it up real good, then
Think of the charisma these captains, these men and women on the sea are gonna have, right? Like if you're like you said, it's all like contact based driven. You're gonna be some pretty charismatic captains. I think you're gonna be coming across a couple of
oh yeah,
studs on the
there's
sea,
there's
right?
for sure some people that shouldn't get hired again that definitely gone their like fourth or fifth yacht. You know what I mean? Just because they're like they've stayed up drinking.
They bring
So,
the atmosphere, buddy. They bring the
yeah,
vibes. They keep it high.
I mean that could be the reason they're on their fifth boat is they keep it with all the other owners. But yeah, no, that's an interesting niche.
Yeah. So you obviously, yeah. So we're talking a lot of sun related topics because you just went on a trip. How was traveling with the kids?
It was a lot of fun. We did Atlantis down in Bahamas. It was like my first resort trip since I was like 18,
Nice.
and I loved it.
Yeah. Did you
Yeah.
find resort trip is easier with kids than like the Airbnb lifestyle?
I think this resort, yes.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would lump that for all resorts, and I don't think I would lump that against all Airbnbs. I think everything kind of has its place, but
Hmm.
compared to what we've done in the past, it was just nice to have something central for like nap time and everything. But you would still get with an Airbnb, so to speak. But the amenities at this resort for kids were unmatched. So
Yeah.
if you told me like we're going back to Atlantis every year, I'd be like, yeah, I'm in.
I'm in. I'm
I'm
there.
100% in. Like, it was paradise, man.
Yeah.
It was paradise. I was able to get out in the early mornings, go to the gym, which was beautiful. Like fully stocked, full amenity, AC pumping at 6 a.m.
Did you do a swing?
I did a couple days of kettlebell complexes. Yeah, it was
Nice.
good. It was
People are probably talking about you by the end of the week for sure.
man. I had one real jack guy come up to me like one of the early days and ask me what I was doing with I was doing something else, but not kettlebells in hand. And he was like, "Oh, that's cool." So I got him to try it. He's like, "Oh yeah, this is a lot harder than I thought." And I was like, "Yeah, it's all right. We'll keep working at it.
Yeah, you'll get there, big fella. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
don't worry about it." But yeah, I think Airbnbs are fine too, and other resorts probably have the exact same stuff. But I was really impressed with Atlantis.
It's awesome. No, and I like I said, I've always been impressed like watching when you do your traveling, right? Because for the most part, you're not just sticking around one spot. Like you're taking kids out on the hike, you're down doing this, doing that, and the other things, and it's fun to watch. Frame was looking good. Commented on a couple of your wife's stories about that. So
Thank
like,
you.
this guy must swing some
That's
kettlebells.
I appreciate that. No, I mean we were able to do like day trips, and then this was just like more of a beach, just when you wanted some salt water, and I'm sure you can do it unfettered to a resort, but it's just so nice. It was so nice to like go to the beach for a couple hours, then you kind of do those outdoor showers, kind of just get going. Then you get back to the hotel, and it's like, all right, everyone in the shower, and then the next day the room gets serviced because there's sand everywhere. And I don't know,
Oh yeah.
Airbnbs are getting weird where they make it clean up, and I'm like, I don't want to worry about cleaning up sand.
Yeah. 100%. Like that's the one nice part about like a resort versus an Airbnb is that you're just existing in there, right?
Yeah.
You don't have that cleanup accountability per se, but you should be tipping your room cleaners for sure, right? Your room
Mm-hmm.
service. Uh, so you would go back again, 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10, 100%.
So what did you guys do in the evenings, right? Because you got two littles there. So like, was it 6 o'clock came like after dinner, like shut down, hanging out on the balcony? Like what did your evenings look like?
We kept our daughter up a little later than normal,
Mm-hmm.
um, but we were all in bed by like 9.
Sounds perfect.
Dude, I was waking up without an alarm at 5:30.
Yeah, that's perfect.
I was like, oh, this is great. And they were sleeping till like 8, and I was like, I was getting bored. Like texting my wife, I'm like, can I come up with breakfast now? Like, I'm like, come on, I want to miss you guys, kind of thing. But yeah, no, it was early nights. I think the beauty part, the people watching there was fantastic. The full on casino, like I said, there was a full on super yacht marina. There was parts of the resort that like we would walk by to do things that I was not there for, but that's what people were there for. And so afternoons we kind of split shifts. Some days I would stay up, some days my wife would go down, or she would stay up. And like you're looking at a group of guys that are there for the casino.
Yeah.
You're like, this is sick. It's like a Vegas, but it's not. Like it was really nice casino and everything, but or there's like a girls trip, like a bachelorette, or another group of adults that are just there for the nice restaurants.
Hmm.
So the people watching was fantastic too.
Yeah. That's awesome. Did you see anything that was absolutely crazy to you? Like, did you look over and there's someone like feeding one of the wild, like the stray cats, like a hot dog from their own mouth? We have to admit that'd be weird.
No, no, but I did see something crazy when I was leaving. When day did I leave? Monday night for this work trip I'm on, Josh.
Let's hear it.
I'm sitting in the gate. They start calling. All right, we're gonna start boarding soon. It's a small plane, like it's Toronto to Philly. It's a 2 and 2. It's tiny. Okay, I better go use the bathroom real quick. And as I get up, there was a guy across the little aisle from me. And I get up and I look over and he's gone. But his phone is there, his laptop, his passport, wallet, and his bag. Just there. And I'm like, whoa, where is this guy? Like I'd have a hard time walking away with all that, just throw something in the garbage.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is psychopath behavior.
Yeah, dude, I look, he's not lining up. He's nowhere in the gate. And we're in this like kind of secluded, not like secluded gate, but like I said, very small. And there's people back and forth, like it's
Hmm.
between stuff. And I'm like, where is this guy? Like I feel bad leaving, right? Because I'm like, Well, if I leave and he comes back and something's missing, it looks like I stole it. Anyway, I start booting down to the bathroom. It's a ways down the hall. He's coming back from the bathroom. And I see him because he was wearing this like distinct red sweater. I'm like, dude. In my head, I was like, what are you doing?
You think he's a spy?
I mean, there's not much you can do. Well, I mean, I don't know. You can probably do a lot with someone's passport. But the wallet and the phone killed me because I'm like, someone opportunistic could just take those and either be getting on a different flight and you would have no chance, or if it's on that same Philly flight, maybe they're just like, fuck, they're like, fuck it.
Yeah, honestly, he's got to be a spy. Maybe CIA,
Yeah.
Homeland.
Or he
I
has
don't know.
some programs that he knows he doesn't need those things for.
They're probably he's baiting somebody. That's what he's doing. He's like, there's an
Yeah.
international passport thief ring going on here,
Yeah.
and we've got trackers embedded in the paper. Let's see where this takes us.
Yeah. This,
And I want to believe that's true.
this gate attendant in on it. Like a full on thing.
This ring is operating out of Philly, right? There's a hot shot Toronto to Philly, that's that they go from.
Gate F84 is the new HQ.
Oh, absolutely. It just sounds like it's the HQ.
Josh, good place to end it, you think?
I think so. Now we're going to think about this. We're going to build on this fantasy scenario of this international passport ring operating on a Philly gate
I
F42.
how's it tying to Booster Juice?
And it was all good at Booster Juice.
I didn't go.
You just walked by, gave the middle finger, and said peace out.
I didn't go. I sat down at my other spot, had a little falafel chicken salad, and
You're like, I'm a voucher customer only.
I mean, or if I'm coming in with a full belly and I just need something to tide me over a little bit, then that. But enough.
Enough.
Enough. I thought someone at Whole Foods was trying to pull a fast one on me last night, but I was wrong. So,
Well, you're Andrew,
and you're Josh.
and together,
We are
dads
who
who swing. See, that was over.